We're both wearing Nightmare Before Christmas. Aww.
Kiss me.
Hey guys, welcome back to another video. If this is your first video, welcome. I'm Brittany.
I'm Liz.
And welcome to our channel. We do a lot of Disney content, all different kinds of stuff.
Today's video, we are going to give you 10 tips to make your Disney vacation run a little more smoothly.
So we tried to come up with some tips that we thought that were like big number one things. Some of them might not seem that big of a deal. Some of the other ones we thought of were important, but maybe not, like, again, to hit this top 10. So if you want to see another tip video, give us a thumbs up and we will come up with another, because we already have a couple other ones. Okay, so let's jump into it. So our first one, our biggest tip is to download the Disney Experience app. We're going to do another video on that too, just because there's so much that goes into that app.
It's a great app.
It's awesome. But from there you can access your Fast Passes.
So the Disney Fast Pass system is a free service that Disney offers to all of its guests. And it basically allows you to cut the general line. So you would go onto My Disney Experience app, choose which park you're going to, what day, and a load of different rides and different times will pop up, and you click which time works with your schedule, and when that time comes, you have an hour from when it starts to go to that ride, and you're basically on and off in 15 minutes.
So how the Fast Pass works is you get 3 Fast Passes at the very beginning of your day, and then throughout the day you can slowly get one at a time. But one thing that a lot of people don't know of is if you are staying at a Disney hotel, you get up to 60 days prior to try and get Fast Passes. So if you're staying at the Contemporary Resort, you have up to 2 months to be able to get Fast Passes. So that really comes in handy for some of the big rides like Pandora or Seven Dwarfs Train, those really big rides that are really difficult to get Fast Passes for. If you are an annual pass holder, you probably already know this, but you have up to 30 days. If you're just buying a one-day ticket, you have up to 7 days to get the Fast Pass. So it is possible to get a Fast Pass. And one of the biggest things with Fast Passes too is to refresh. But like I said, we'll get into that.
If you don't see your favorite ride, keep checking multiple times throughout the day. People cancel their Fast Passes all the time, and you can probably get what you're looking for.
Yeah. But like I said, we'll talk about that in another video because there's so much that goes into that. So that was technically tip number 2. Getting Fast Passes based off of where you are staying or your type of ticket is going to determine how soon you can get Fast Passes, and then make sure you use those.
So tip number 3 is Disney offers free water.
Free water, people!
At any stand that has fountain drinks. So if it just sells bottles, you don't get a free bottle of water.
Dasani water is not free, and it drives me crazy.
Gross.
It's not even good water, but that's our opinion. But it's like $4 a bottle or something like that. I mean, yes, the bottle's convenient, but you can also bring your own water bottles in, like your own personal, reusable water bottles.
And ask for a cup of water, pour it in there, and if you have one of those stainless steel Yetis or whatever, it'll stay cold all day.
That's what we do. We bring our big water bottles that are insulated all the time, and they work all the time. But we also just like to get free ice water anywhere, and some places they'll give you bigger cups than others, but you can ask for as many as you want. So get free water, people, especially as hot as it gets out there.
Yes, stay hydrated. You do not want to collapse when you're supposed to be having fun.
For real. Tip number 4 kind of leads into that as well, is you can bring your own food into the parks. So many people think that you only have to buy food there. Disney is expensive, and it racks up a lot. So you can bring your own food in. So even if you're staying from out of town, you can still run to a Publix or a Walmart and get you guys some sandwiches or whatever it is that you want to eat, and bring it into the parks. They will 100% let you bring in your own stuff.
Only thing is you can't bring in a cooler.
Yes.
So, have a little lunch tote with some ice packs, and you're good to go. Or some water bottles.
And you can never go wrong with peanut butter and jelly. That doesn't need to be refrigerated.
Peanut butter jelly, Pringles to put on your...
We love bringing Pringles. They just kind of slip into your backpack without... You don't have to worry about them getting crushed or anything like that, so...
Yeah, you don't want to be stopping every couple hours and buying a $6 pretzel.
But treat yourself.
treat yourself.
Yes,
Okay.
because the pretzels are delicious. We have to get a pretzel.
And an
every
ice cream bar. You have to get one of those.
Oh,
but-
yes. So, tip number 5 is, I know your time is precious on a Disney vacation, so you're probably going to want to rope drop one of the more popular parks to get the
Explain what
popular
rope drop
rides.
is, just in case somebody doesn't know.
Rope drop is getting to the park probably an hour before it's set to open, so you're one of the first 100 people or so into the park when they finally drop the ropes and let you go in. So the 2 parks that are really popular right now to rope drop is Hollywood Studios for Toy Story Land and Animal Kingdom for Pandora. So usually the parks open around 8 or 9. You're going to want to get there an hour beforehand and run straight to those rides. So overall, what I'm saying is if you're going to rope drop a park, don't get fast passes for first thing in the morning.
Kind of
because
have a mindset on where you want to go, and then you don't have to stress about the fast pass.
Yeah.
For that.
Yeah, have your fast passes for later in the day or for a different park if you're going somewhere else that day.
Okay, so tip number 6 is this is specifically for families, especially that have little ones. So if you're coming down and some of your kids aren't able to ride some of the rides that you want to, I know my brother was dealing with that issue with Space Mountain with his little ones, but you can do a ride swap, which is you guys all stand in line together, and once you get to the very front, you let a cast member know, and they will give you a little ticket that says ride swap. You go to the end of the ride, and then once your partner comes out, they will give you that card, and you can go up the fast pass line, and that way you can stay with the kids, and then you guys swap it out. So that's a little tip that not a lot of people I think really know about. So you don't feel like you have to miss a ride just because your little ones can't make it. It's definitely possible. You just want to make sure
Yes.
that you got someone watching them.
Yes, because ultimately it is your vacation too, and you deserve to have some fun as well.
For sure. Tip number 7 is meeting characters outside of the park. So say that you already used up your 3-day park pass or whatever, and you still want to meet some characters, you can still meet them actually at the boardwalk, or you can meet them at different hotel restaurants. You still have to make a reservation for those places, but if you're lucky enough and you can get a reservation, or you want to look prior, or you know that you might want to see a character that's not available in the parks or whatever it may be, keep in mind that you can still meet them without having to actually enter a theme park.
Like, for example, you can meet Lilo and Stitch at Ohana in the Polynesian, Flynn Rider and Rapunzel. Oh, I don't
That's
know.
in Boardwalk.
That's in Boardwalk. It's like Triada Alforo. It's
We'll
an
leave the
Italian
name here.
Yeah. It's an Italian name that I can't really pronounce.
Yeah.
1800 Park Fair in the Floridian has the Evil Stepsisters and Lady Tremaine. So you just gotta do some additional research depending on who you want to meet, because you can meet characters that you won't actually meet in the park at a hotel reservation, or I mean a dining reservation.
Yep. And some of the hotels too, we've actually gone to different restaurants too in the hotels that we didn't even have a reservation for, and we just said we have a reservation. We pulled it up on our My Disney Experience app, and they let us in. And then you just, and it kind of is cool too, because then you get an idea. You can look at the hotel for maybe future stays. You check out their gift shops. There's a lot of cool different things with that too. But just keep that in mind if there's other characters that you want to see, that it's still possible.
Listen to tip number 8. So Disney is a place of experiences. So a lot of people go there for birthdays, anniversaries, honeymoons, you name it. People celebrate it at Disney. So when you enter the park, you can either go to a ticketing booth or any of the shops once you kind of first enter and ask for either a birthday button, a celebration button, or a happily ever after button for anniversaries, I believe. And it doesn't even have to be your exact birthday. You can be celebrating your birthday month and you decide to go to Disney. And you just tell them it's your birthday, they'll fill it out for you. And it's really nice because all the cast members say happy birthday or congratulations on whatever you're celebrating. And sometimes when you go buy a snack or dinner or a present, they sometimes might give you some Disney magic and give it to you for free.
So point is that make sure whatever you're celebrating, even if you just get a celebrating badge and you write graduated, whatever
yeah,
whatever you're celebrating.
Bought a new car, it's
hey, whatever
bought a new
you're
house, moved to
celebrating
Florida.
life. Just make sure that you are making sure that it's celebrated, because you never know what cast member might bring some kind of magic to your day. Tip number 9 comes with make sure you're bringing some kind of water protection because it rains a lot in Florida. It is the sunshine state, but it also should be the rainy state.
Get shocked by it.
But it rains a lot, so make sure you have some kind of ponchos. Disney does provide ponchos, but they are on the pricier side, although there is a lifetime warranty, I've been told, on them. But make sure you can easily go to Walgreens or somewhere before you come to the parks, get some ponchos, have an umbrella, raincoat, whatever it may be, because it will rain. It doesn't always last long, but when it pours, when it rains, it pours.
Yeah.
That's the saying, right? And this brings us to our last number 10, is that specifically, I guess this is kind of more towards the Magic Kingdom thing. Well, I guess it can be
It could
multiple.
be Hollywood Studios.
Just know that this could work in a couple different ways. That there's more than just one way to get back to wherever it is you're going. Specifically Magic Kingdom, a little hidden tip, which I'm a little iffy sharing because this is our little tip that not a lot of people know about. But
yeah, y'all gonna know.
If you notice, the monorail is always super busy going back.
Longer
to,
than any ride.
It really is. Going back to the parking lot at the end of the day. So what we always end up doing is there's actually a separate monorail, if you've noticed, that goes through the hotel, but it actually also still goes back to the parking lot after it makes this quick little stop at the hotel. Same with a boat. There's a boat that you can take to the Polynesian, correct? And then from there, it'll take you to the parking lot, or you walk to
Well, no, the Polynesian is literally right next to the Disney parking lot. It's just kind of hidden. So you can take the boat at Magic Kingdom to the Polynesian, and it's like a short 5-minute walk straight to the parking lot.
And same thing, this doesn't necessarily go to the parking lot, but where we were staying with Epcot and Hollywood Studios, you can actually take a boat. If you saw in one of our first
Toy Story, I think it was our Toy Story Land video.
And then I think it was also eating at Epcot. I'll leave a link somewhere above right here to check that video if you want. But we took a boat from Hollywood Studios to Epcot. So if you wanted to do that and you had like a park hopper or whatever, where you're a pass holder and you just aren't aware of this, you could easily take a boat. So it's kind of different because it's not back to your car, but it's just another way of saying that there are other ways to do transportation from park to park or to the parking lot that you might not know about. So anyways, that wraps up our 10 tips. I hope you guys enjoyed it and liked it, and hopefully you found something that was helpful that you never knew about before. So our camera died, but it died with literally like 2 seconds to spare because our video is over. But we just wanted to say thank you for watching, and again, we hope that this was helpful for you guys. And if you have any other questions regarding your vacation trip, to let us know in the comments below.
And see you on the next video.
Bye guys.